All right. Think we're rolling. I'm gonna check the video. Just have to double check everything, you know. Welcome back, guys. What's up? Hello. All right. So I think this may be the first or second episode, or I guess, yeah, video in this series that is going to be starting. I'm not sure. I have some like leftover video or like field footage from a shoot I did like 2 weeks ago. I'm just trying to decide like if I want to go back and go edit those up and basically like throw together a video for that. So this may, I guess, long story short, this may be the second or maybe the first episode. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to figure it out. But anyways, so yeah, this is just basically introduction to the shoot today. I'm going to try and start doing these where I basically kind of do a little kind of pre-assessment, I guess, type deal where I kind of run down my plan or whatever before we get into actual like the field videos and stuff. But so today is August 12th. It's a Saturday. It is basically 2:30 in the afternoon right now. Yeah, I woke up relatively early today. I ran some errands early in the morning. Where'd I go? I went to Home Depot. I got a little spider plant. I don't know. I've been trying to get more plants. I don't know. I feel like it's nice to have plants around. Did some errands this morning. But yeah, it's pretty it's very sunny today. It's been pretty sunny all day today. A little bit of clouds wisping around. Actually, it's honestly a really good day to get out and do some photos. Yeah, it's like pretty perfect conditions, and we've been having pretty heavy rains lately. So last weekend was kind of shit because I wasn't able to get out at all. I was planning on doing a shoot last weekend, but when I got home from the gym on Friday, get out of my truck, oops, hit the mic with my headphones. I walk out of my truck, look back, and the back left tire is like basically flat. I'm like, God damn it. So I go over and check it out, and there's a fucking screw in it, of course, and it's like Friday evening at like, I don't know what time, like 7. It had to have been like 7-ish. So I was like, well, all the mechanics are going to be closed, blah, blah, blah. Can't get in until Monday, so I drove to Quick Trip, filled the tire up to like 40 PSI. I've got all-terrain tires, luckily. So the tread is pretty thick, but I didn't give it. They can take like up to 60 PSI, which is a lot. But mine was down to like 20. God damn it! I need to stop doing that. It was down to like 25. I keep looking over at my cat. But anyways, yeah. So last weekend couldn't get out at all. That was kind of shit. But got that fixed, so no problem. But yeah, today looking pretty damn nice. A little bit of breeze going on. Yeah, mid-August right now. I was looking around, and I was like, do I want to go kind of take a little. I basically just kind of want to hit a little hike, and I was kind of deciding kind of what type. If I want to hit some kind of up in the hills, up in the bluffs, or if I wanted to kind of stay low, kind of around here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Is there's like a little prairie-ish area I haven't been to yet. It's like a little prairie mixed with some woodland. some woodland areas. So I was like, and right now, basically, I was thinking to myself, with it being August and pretty much close to end of summer here, the wildflowers are going to be going crazy right now. So, gonna see if I can get some nice kind of like wildflower photos or something like that. But the sun is pretty. I would say it's pretty fierce right now, and I think the high today is like 85. So I'm probably gonna wait. A little bit. Probably gonna plan on getting out there. Like, I like shooting especially in the summer. I enjoy getting out later to kind of catch like the dusk, evening kind of lights. Even after the sun sets too, it looks really cool. So probably gonna get out there like later, 6, 7 maybe. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I got this little gimbal, this gimbal thing to hold the phone. It's pretty freaking cool. It's called the Smooth Q3. It's like $80 at Best Buy. It's pretty nice. I was like testing it out earlier because eventually I'm going to get a nicer camera. I keep saying to myself. But I was like, shit, I mean, I can at least go get like a little gimbal for the field footage. But the thing's like, it has little electric motors in it and stuff. And it's got a little joystick I can kind of control it with. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty crazy. I was like, damn, it's pretty nuts what you can get nowadays, like camera wise, for like $80 in terms of like accessories like that. Pretty wild. But yeah, so I guess we'll cut to some field stuff. And I guess just a little aside here, if you guys are just listening to this like audio on the like podcast stuff, that's fucking awesome. And I'm trying to, that's why I'm recording all this too, like through a nice microphone and stuff. So if people just like want to listen to the episodes, like a lot of times I do that with stuff. Like I don't have, I can't watch everything. So I'm going to try and set these videos / episodes up in a way where I'm going to have, stuff like this where you'll be able to listen to like some commentary, and then I'll obviously go through stuff out there in the field and stuff. But yeah, for like field footage that I take behind the scenes, like cuts and stuff, it won't be as much probably like commentary and talking like this, because obviously I'm out there like trying to focus on getting the footage and the photos. So, but if you want to pull up the the YouTube video for that section, that could probably be cool. But also you can just listen to the nature sounds too and shit. So but yeah, let's get out there. So this is gonna cut like probably 3 hours into the future, and we're just gonna cut into getting some field stuff, getting some photos for you guys. So hope you enjoy. Let's get it.
Alright guys, so we're out in the field, literally. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful night though. Try and keep that sun out of there. But yeah, the wildflowers are budding out. It's a little bit of a breeze. Sorry, I'm still getting used to using this gimbal. Check it out. Just some nice kind of, I don't know, this place is, it's kind of in between some farm fields, I think, but I'm gonna get back to snagging some pics. Coming up on the cornfields. This big old pine. It's huge. Nice little bench under there. Ooh, that's a nice shot. Look at that, boys. The lines. Got the power lines, the corn lines. That's gonna be a nice shot. I got the shot of the day right here, folks. I'm gonna flip the camera around in a second, but I'm excited about this one. This is definitely how you know when fall is right around the corner. Let me show you this. That is some tall corn. As far as the eye can see. Look at that though. Just got done snapping the pic. Just walked up to this and I got so excited. I was like, I just knew the gate with kind of the telephone lines in the background and the corn. It's this nice contrast going on. This is crazy though. I'll walk down here a bit. I don't know, do we go down there or do we go up? I'm gonna figure it out. Ooh. That's a pretty cool frame. Might stop and take that. All right, I think I lied, guys. I think I got a better shot here, and definitely wanted to get it on video before the sun went over the hill there. But I was sweating for this one. The frame is just crazy and the light is hitting it perfectly, so let me flip this camera on, check it out. That's a beauty. We got what we came here for. That's for damn sure. What an even. Corn is looking good. All right. Yeah, that sun setting quick. Oh God. Here we go. Sun is setting quick. I am walking back to the truck. Not really seeing too many opportunities for any more photos, maybe, but man, okay, you guys see these little white cotton ball looking things behind me there? I'm sweaty too. It's hot, guys. It's hot. It's not too bad, but those things, they're kind of itchy. And I got a big old mosquito bite right on my wrist. So, taking a beating. Not really, but no, it's a beautiful night. So, just walking back to the truck. I might snag a few others, snag a few more, but yeah, it's beautiful. August. You know, I've been thinking, like, this time of the year, I feel like August and September. August, September, October. But I think August is like the start. It's like, I don't know, I get like this very bittersweet kind of feeling whenever this time of the year comes around, because it's end of summer, you know, end of the warm months, and I'm already starting to see some of the leaves start to turn even. It's crazy, but I don't know, you know, this is always the time kids go back to school and stuff. I feel like everybody's got kind of that gut instinct around this time of the year where, you know, school's starting up again and you get all those vibes. It's bittersweet feelings. But yeah, we got some good ones today, guys. I'm excited to edit these. And yeah, I don't know if I'll get some more video, but hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this outing. But yeah, definitely looking forward to fall. I can feel it coming for sure. Look at that, nice. Nice looking skyline in the background. Perfect time right now. I haven't got out here that much this summer, but this makes up for it for sure. So let's get back to the truck and start taking a look at these photos.
All right. Let me check the video once again. All right. Okay. Sorry, I just feel like I should check the video every time I start recording just to make sure, you know, self-production shit. But what's up, folks? What's up, guys? How are we doing? So, this is the editing portion of that little hike you guys just saw. So, we'll go over a couple photos I picked out here. Yeah, so hopefully I'm going to try and keep this a little bit quicker than last time. If you guys saw the last episode. Yeah, I edited 2 photos in that. So I might only do 1 for this, but I already have the 2 that I was looking at all cropped out. So I know I spent like way too much time. I don't know, in the last editing portion of the last video, just cropping and stuff. So I already did that, so we can kind of just jump into light curves and that kind of thing. But yeah, it was a nice little hike out there. I like the prairie in that area. I had never been there before, but it wasn't like the trail wasn't long or anything. Kind of just off a county road, just a little nature preserve, pretty much. But I liked it. You know, I think, you know, again, it was pretty quick hike, but there's like a couple little rolling hills and stuff. A nice cornfield, which you guys will see in these photos. So let's just get into it. So let's get onto my screen here. So we'll bring this up. But yeah, as you guys can see, I already picked out that gate. If you guys saw in the field footage, yeah, I was pretty hyped over this this picture here. I don't know, something about a cornfield in late August, where I don't know, where the corn's nice and tall and you get some golden light on it. You can personally, I feel like you can get some cool little shots if you capture like a good frame or get like a good setting. So I kind of just like this picture. I just like this picture for kind of like the lines in it, just like the contrasting lines of the gate and like the power lines in the background, and also the power and obviously the rows of corn. So, and this was captured at like 7 o'clock, so an hour before sunset. And this light coming through here is really cool, I think. So anyways, let's just start sharpening this. I want to just start by sharpening up some of the focal points of this photo. So I'll probably just do the row here of corn, kind of just bring out the sharpness of it. Do a little paintbrush action, and along the gate. Let's lagging out. Okay, I'm gonna undo that last little bit I did there because I think I glitched the mouse. Yeah, so I'm just basically gonna sharpen up it's kind of the mid frame of the photo, just kind of the center point and what your eye is gonna be focusing on mostly in this photo. I'll also sharpen up the foreground a bit because why not? I mean, this photo already is pretty in focus. Like I was gonna say there was when I was out there doing this shoot, like for the first half of the shoot, the light was pretty damn harsh. But once I was kind of getting down into this area where there was more tree cover, and it was getting closer to sunset, it started to soften up a bit. But still, I was able to get some pretty clear photos. Alright, I think that's good. Let's hop to our curves. Get a sip of water. My freaking headphone cord is like 15 feet long. And it just gets annoying because, I mean, whatever. It better to have it than not, but I don't know when I would ever need 15 feet of headphone cord. Whatever. Alright, so let's bring up the whites a little bit. See how that looks. I don't want to blow out like there's a lot of sky in this. Obviously, like half the photo is sky. And the left-hand side here is pretty white. So I don't want to blow it out completely, but I can bring it up a bit without having. I'm gonna make sure my monitor. I'm kind of looking at this monitor angled, so I have it turned because then in my perspective it's straight on because I'm kind of turned angled so I can talk in the mic straight on for you guys so you guys can get some clear audio. So just checking out the whites here. The top lines of the photo. And this will bring out the sun in the foreground down here. Down in the foreground. If you bring out the whites, you can see it highlights that foreground a little bit more. Alright, I think that's looking good. And by the way, guys, I did post if you watched the first episode, so the 2 photos that I spent way too much time editing, I kind of spruced them up a little bit more post video and then posted them to the NFT or my jpeg.store profile as NFTs. And hopping back to editing this photo real quick, I'm going to bring up I'm debating if I want to bring up I should bring up the exposure a little bit overall, but not too much. Like I really like, I'll get back to the postings in a little bit, but I want to keep this darkness. Like there's kind of a darker gradient that you can see kind of outlines this photo nicely, so I want to keep that, you know, visually prominent. I want to make sure I don't, I guess, degrade the contrast too much. Chewing on ice, sorry. It's so goddamn hot out today. So it's Sunday, August 20th. It's actually like a week. This is the weekend after these photos. I took these photos. It's just hard for me to sit down and, you know, spend time setting all this up on like Monday through Friday, because I'm literally, you know, balls to the wall busy all day until like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. And then I go to bed at like 10, 10:30, 11. So I usually save, I mean, I can try and work in editing and shooting videos on the weekdays, but it is difficult. Like, I go to the gym Monday through Friday, or I have been for a while now. So, all right, I think these curves, and my point is, I guess, yeah, so I'm editing these the weekend after they were taken. And then today, I might go out and get footage for episode 3. I'm still debating it. It's like 90 degrees right now. Kind of same weather as last weekend. Just, I mean, actually, no, hotter and muggier. It's not great. So, I don't know. We'll see if I go out, take pics. All right, I think these curves are looking good. I took the contrast down a little bit. And, you know, you can see this photo is still very clear. It's got a nice focus, and I really like these prairie flowers. I don't know, these prairie wildflowers in the foreground. I'm not sure what species they are, but I think they look very pretty. Very pretty. And this is definitely the late fall vibes. Late fall vibes, you know what I'm saying? Or not late fall, what the hell am I saying? Late summer vibes. Late summer vibes, about to harvest. About to harvest. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Alright, I'm going to check this one more time. And I'm thinking, let's bring that up there. So essentially, guys, I'm trying to, pictures like this are hard when you have a lot of sky, I think. And basically, you don't want to cause too much contrast or too much overexposure. At least in my opinion, for the photos that I'm going for in my style, my personal style, which is kind of like just natural, but a little bit developed, you know. Developed on the focal points, like the highlights and the shadows that I like. Okay, I think that looked pretty goddamn good for what I'm looking for. And so I think I might like turn these into prints eventually. I can do a lot kind of for like the community and for you guys that follow this stuff, or eventually will, maybe. You know, I can make these as prints and stuff. Start like a photo book, year by year type of deal. You know, there's lots of different things you can do with photos, digitally and in the real world, which is kind of what I'm trying to do with the photo collection or photo NFT collection or whatever. Okay, so let's do some saturation. I don't want to do too much, but I want to, this is a pretty vibrant photo already. It's got nice greens and yellows and teals, blues. But for my saturation levels, I rarely go over 10. If I'm going to 10 or above, like 12, it must be like a unique situation. I'm feeling 8. That's looking good. Okay. Let's merge these layers. Boom, boom, boom. Export this, baby. Or no. I want to save this. I called this the Gold Gate. And you'll see, getting back to the postings, or the episode 1, those 2 photos, which I need to post. I'm going to obviously, edit more of those photos from that photo shoot, post them too. Excuse me. Let's go to Lightroom. You guys will see on the... let's go over some of the other ones too before I get into... Because obviously I want to show you other photos that turned out from this shoot. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping all over the place with this commentary. I'm going to check the video real quick. Alright. We're looking good. So I guess real quick. So yeah, the 2 photos that you guys saw me edit in that first episode, posted them up there. Go check them out. It's basically just going to be the place where, I post these things and you guys can see them online. So that's essentially just my account on JPEG Store. And those are, so I minted those photos as NFTs. So it's basically, it's like an asset on the Cardano blockchain. So those photos have been minted and they're sitting in my account. You guys can see them there. Eventually, I will figure out a way to list these for sale. Probably, literally for just like 1 ADA, which is, right now, ADA is sitting at like 30 cents, so it's gonna be for damn near nothing. But eventually, I'm thinking maybe at like the end of the season or whatever, or at the end of every season, maybe I'll list that season, those NFTs for sale and stuff for you guys to collect. So yeah, just an idea of what's to come, maybe. I still gotta figure. There's so much crap I gotta figure out with that. But anyways, these are some of the other photos that were taken on that day. I think it was August 13th, I believe. August 12th. I like this one, kind of a... Oh, sorry about that. Just a trail, a nice little bench. I really like the light on this day. That was the unedited, right? The unedited photo that we were just looking at. kind of the setting there. You guys will see coming up. This will be the next one. The nice little farmhouse. I think I got some really nice like just landscape photos here. Yeah, these scenes were pretty cool. You know, typical like Midwest setting out in the cornfields. That golden hour. Where is that sunset? I got kind of a cool sunset shot. Where the hell is it? Can't find it right now. You guys get an idea of how many goddamn pictures I fucking take. It's hard to keep track of them all. Anyways, so let's get back to this guy. The Gold Gate. We're just gonna put some quick masks on this, just some exposure masks and stuff, just to bring it out a little bit more. So first, yeah, let's bring the temperature up in like the yellow, which gives it more of a warmth. Again, I don't use much, you know. I'm going to only pull this up to like 2. Because I don't want to, if I go up to like 22, it's just all yellow. I want to keep the natural blues in there. Even up to 10, it's just a little too crazy for me. I could do 3. Clarity, I can bring that up to like 1. See, this picture is so in focus already. At a certain point, you don't want to give it too much sharpness, because then, and again, this is all my personal opinion on my style for what I like, but too much sharpness just kind of overpowers it, makes it grainy. I guess that's true for like every kind of photo though. Too much sharpness leads to excessive graininess, and thus effectively diminishing the tool. Because if you over sharpen something, then it just becomes literally blurry, like pixelated blurry, which you don't want. It's just, I mean, unless you're going for that. I could see going for that maybe in some type of weird, like, I don't know, futuristic type photo or visual thing. Anyways, messing with the vibrance. I don't think I need to touch the vibrance at all on this. It's pretty vibrant. It's pretty goddamn vibrant. I didn't even think I need to use clarity. I sharpened this pretty good. I may have even over sharpened a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I'll bring up clarity to 1 still. Okay, that's looking good. Let's I'm gonna bring up kind of just, I guess, the gate here. There's a lot of light around the gate already in this photo, but you know, may as well highlight it even further because it's obviously the focal point of this photograph. And I'm going to expand this. So I use like very high feathering, which is how solid the outline is of the whatever the hell, the mask. My brain is foggy. So I use high feathering, so you really can't even tell. You can't even see the board, like where the border stops and ends, right? Or starts and ends. And again, if you're just listening to this on the audio like podcast, you know, feel free to check out the video if you want. All right, we're sitting at 25 minutes, I got. Something like that. Probably like 20 minutes. Once I edit this down. I don't know. That's not bad. I'm going to try and keep this quicker. Excuse me. Jesus. All right. So I've got this mask over the gate here. I'm not going to use a crazy amount of exposure. I mean, that just would be dumb. Probably bring it up to like a quarter. I don't know. 30%. Something like that. Like I also want to expose the corn stalks a bit as well. Behind the gate. I guess this side is already pretty bright. Maybe I should stick to the darker right portion of the photo here, because I initially had it here. Let's bring it over here. That looks better. I like that more. Angle it a little bit to follow the topography of the hill. Look at me using fancy words. I like that. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty freaking good. Not like a whole lot of exposure difference, but just like enough to bring it out. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Let's see. I mean, honestly, I think this looks pretty good as is. Maybe I could do the foreground a little bit. Maybe. I just don't want to overexpose stuff. Like this photo I knew was already so... Like I even think I did too much on that mask. Let me go back. I think I did. Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. It's not much. I mean, I'll lighten up the foreground a little bit with the wildflowers. But this is looking pretty good as it is, I think. So I'll just put a mask, an exposure mask over the wildflowers, and, you know, I'm not going to do really anything. Realistically, it's like 25, that's like a quarter, that's like 25%, that's nothing. And these flowers are already being lit up by the sun, the golden sunlight. So they are looking good. They're looking healthy. Wonder what they are. Man, when the sun started setting on this hike, the bugs really started coming out. The flies and the mosquitoes. It's like, goddamn, gotta get out of here. Alright, guys, I think that's looking pretty nice. I'm not even gonna touch this guy one lick, so let's export this. Let's do some exporting. The easiest portion of the job here. Let's go to August, because we are in August. I do need to go on one more shoot before the month ends, because why the hell not? Before summer, well, this is the fall, excuse me. This is the fall season, but before summer technically ends, school starts. I think I talked about that in the field footage. The bittersweetness of this season. You know, it is bittersweet in my opinion. There's just something about it. Something about this season that is kind of bittersweet, in my humble opinion. Okay, should we do one more? Should we do one more if I can keep it quick? My recording is showing 32 minutes, so may as well do one more. I'm going to check the video. Jeez, almost bumped my mic. All right. We'll speed run this. We'll speed run this photo. I mean, that was pretty good time. That was pretty good time just for, you know, getting the base portion of a photo edited. Obviously, before I like post these to my account that you guys can see, I review them and like scrub them down a little bit more. You know, make sure they're all good. All right, so this guy is cropped and ready to go. A nice farmhouse, or I guess that field of corn that we were just looking at. This was down the little hiking trail that followed this road here in the foreground, this dirt gravelly road that the farmer uses. So this trail kind of followed that, walked over this hill, caught an amazing view, and then this led down to some really cool frames of this just this valley here, and it's so, God, it's just so green and golden. The lighting is perfect. I love this photo. This is a great photo. This is like classic, like this is the type of stuff that I really look for, to be honest, in terms of what I really like to photograph. So just a really nice frame. I like it a lot. So let's sharpen this puppy. And we'll just start in by the house. And I want to be very careful. So that is way too big of a brush. That is still way too big of a brush. And that is still way too big of a brush. You can see how much I'm zoomed in here. We'll just do 150. Screw it. And I don't really like, as you can see, I don't really care a whole lot if stuff gets sharpened, like not exactly on the building, but as long as I hit the buildings, you know, As long as I hit the buildings and can get the outline sharpened, then I'm happy. Do that one more time. I'm also going to get the... I really like this. Just this portion of the photo where you can see the bluff line. Okay, so I'll sharpen that whole thing. Does that make it grainier? No, I think that actually makes it look better. But I took a lot of other photos in this exact spot, and this leaf was like covering the... the wind was blowing it and covering this little portion of the bluff line, and I kind of specifically chose this photo, obviously because it's in focus and it looks really good and I can see everything, but that leaf wasn't covering the bluff line, and I was like, well, this must be the one. So... And then I'll sharpen up the corn in the foreground here a little bit. Just a touch, you know. I want to do that one more time. Perfect. Sharpening is done. And here we go. Let's start with our curves. This is going to be difficult. I really don't want to mess this up. I know that the house is going to get overblown because this exposure on the house is so bright. So I know that that's going to get overblown, but I think I can touch that up way better in Adobe in Lightroom once we get to that stage. But I'm just going to do a general highlight here. And I want to... With this photo, I mean, I really just want to keep a lot of the natural lighting that's going on. I just kind of want to bring up the highlights. Like, I really like, I'm saying like too much, but I really enjoy the shadowing going on here with the shadow of the leaves and the trees, of kind of setting the frame. So I don't want to bring up the exposure too much, like with most things on these pictures. And I'm really not going to go into the higher end of these curves because the white of this house is just going to be way too much. I can bring it up a little bit though without it getting too crazy. Honestly, most of the editing on this photo will probably take place in Lightroom, because these curves are difficult. I mean, honestly, that looks pretty good. Let's just a minimal amount on this one, and it drastically changes the lighting, because you've got really high exposure in this and really low exposure. So working with that type of light curve is pretty it's interesting. It's interesting. I guess you just have to be more careful. I also have to take note of the bluffs in this and the fact that they're already pretty grainy. I think we're reaching the end here. I think we're reaching the end. Sorry for the blank spots or the dead spots in commentary sometimes, but sometimes I just need to stop talking and focus on the edits. It's just a part of the process. I think that looks good for what we can do here with the curves. You know, I didn't even do much. I did not even do much at all. Just some very small adjustments. I'm going to bring up the exposure to 8 again. This photo looks crazy. What if I go to 10? Let's see how that looks. Honestly, I don't know. I'm looking at this really green, like the really green kind of pasture here, or field. I think 10 looks good. We'll keep it. All right, we're going to merge those. Bring this into Lightroom. Oh, shoot. I didn't save it. Let's save this. I just called it farmhouse, even though I don't even know if that's the actual farmhouse. It probably is. Probably is. God, I don't know if I want to go out today. And I mean, I probably should go out and do episode 3 stuff. It's just so goddamn hot. It's getting cloudier now. Oh my god, and this week, I think Tuesday and Wednesday, we have a heat advisory, like the entire week coming up here. And it's going to be, I think the high on Tuesday and Wednesday, like both of the days, it's going to be 98 and like 99, which is hot AF for Wisconsin. Especially for August, honestly. I don't know. I know we've been breaking heat records. I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it pop up on my app. Or my widget. Okay. So first things first. Or actually, first things first. Well, yeah, okay. Let's bring down the exposure on this house, because it is way glaringly exposed to the sun here. So much so that you can barely make it out. Barely make out the details, you know. Just looks like a white blob. That looks better. Looks better already. Oh, that looks way better. See? Piece of cake. These masks, they come in handy. These little bubbles. do like... let's see. Yeah, I brought this exposure down a lot. Almost a full 100%. I mean, we're at like 60. I like 60. I like 60. Let's see the before, after. Yeah. Looks better to me. Looks better to me. And that's like, again, like I knew I was going to come in here and be able to do that more easily in this program. Honestly, the bluffs don't look like too hazy. I don't think I need to do much dehazing on those. I think they look fine. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's bring up the yellows. Or the temperature of the entire photograph, just to make it more warm. Give it more of a yellowish warmth, I guess, to the color set. I always like doing that for these types of photos. I don't do it much for winter photos because you're fighting against a lot of blue and gray. So it doesn't really make much sense, to me at least, to bring the temperature value into yellow on those types of photos. But on these, it works perfectly. It works damn near perfectly, if I do say so myself. Let me go a little bit more on the clarity. Give it a twofer. A twofer. Looking good to me. We're nearing the end, folks. We're nearing the end. Stick with me here. Stick with me. This is going to be a good photo when we're done with it. And I cropped these all in the... I forget. Oh, look. I think it's a 4x6. A 4x6 crop. Both of these photos. So it's basically more of a landscape. There's less, it's more horizontal, I guess, in the crop. More of a landscape. What happened here? It's not, okay, that's still good. All right, I'm gonna add one more mask here to the foreground, just kind of hitting the corn. God damn it. Radial gradient. Radial gradients, or at least that tool within Lightroom Classic, is like what I use pretty much the most. Sometimes I'll do the linear, but these are just, I find they're just really easy to manipulate and kind of work. They just work well for what I like to do. And you can find other tools in really any photo editing program that you'll jive with, you know, that you'll tend to gravitate towards and use more than others. And that's fine, you know. You don't have to use all of the tools, you know, and just go crazy unless you want to. Unless you want to do that, and do whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter to me. I like to kind of keep it just simple. for kind of just my, I guess these kind of daily photographs, or these, just my kind of average day by day, week by week photos, season by season. Obviously some photos I've gone crazy on and spent hours and hours and hours of, well, maybe not hours and hours, but definitely multiple hours editing, using a lot of different types of tools and stuff. But for the most part, these kind of, I find the basic ones that can manipulate light and color the easiest for you are going to be, pretty useful. Are going to come in handy the most. Just for highlighting what you want to highlight, bringing your center of focus more into play, and just changing the overall kind of feel of the photo. Are we done? I think we are looking good with that. I don't really want to touch it further. I mean, I may expose this up here a little more. Let's see how that looks. I don't really want to touch like the sky at all. It just looks good to me. It looks good to me. Maybe expose this corner, because this is like, I really how the light is hitting this tree in the upper left hand corner of this photo is cool. It's making a reddish auburn color. Very fall-like. The colors in these photos really give me early fall vibes, late summer vibes, the transition period. And that's really when you only see this corn that tall, is this time of the year. This corn is taller than I am. I think when I was looking at it, it was probably like 6 feet. 6.5 feet. Maybe not 6.5. It could have been 6.5 feet. Some of it is like my height. I'm like 5'8". Most of it is pretty tall, though. Pretty freaking tall. And those farmers are gonna be bringing it in pretty freaking soon. You can bet your bottom dollar, because that's their bottom dollar. Know what I'm saying? All right. I think we're good. All of those look nice. Let's hit that export. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll kind of just wrap it out here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hopefully this is quicker when I edit this down. Less than an hour right now, so that's good. But real quick, before we hop off this screen, I'll just kind of run through some of those other photos that I might, from this photo shoot that I may end up posting. Obviously this one's pretty cool with the grain silo. Let's see here. Let's see. Some of these, that's kind of cool with the sunset. If I can turn these into something, I will. More of that grain silo. Again, it was a quick hike. I really like this photo. That kind of right at the start there. With the little bench. I got a video cut of it, and that's really good focus. Probably throw that in there as well. Damn, where the hell was that sunset, though? That's crazy. I'm just not seeing it for some reason. There is some nice... clouds. Whatever. I'm sure I'll come across it. But, yeah, got some good ones. So... yeah, let's, I'll hop off that screen. Boom, you guys are over here now. So, hope you enjoyed. Yeah, that was a fun little hike. It was cool out there. I want to go back even in the winter, see what it's like. But I think I hit it at a really good time because, I don't know, I can probably imagine that cornfield is kind of going to be gone. It might already be gone. But, yeah, so... might go out here today and do some filming and photographing for number 3, episode 3. Again, so these are the photos you guys just saw I edit are going to get posted to my account on jpeg.store. You can look me up there at pschwitty, same name as this channel. And that's just kind of where I'm going to be posting all these photos. It's just going to be a way for me to put these all into a nice collection format, and then eventually, like I said before, these will be available. I'll figure out a way or a plan, and obviously let you guys know what it is beforehand. But I'll figure out something. Maybe it'll probably be where I'll just list these for sale at the end of each season type of deal, and then you guys can just collect these. But I'll let you guys know, obviously, once I figure out all of those kind of details and all that crap. But all of those 2 photos you saw there will get posted to my account on jpeg.store. I'll list the link in the description down below. Let me grab a sip of water. And then, like I said, I'll also obviously go back, and if you watched episode 1, I go over the same deal where I went through some other photos in there that you guys will see. I'll eventually continuously kind of post new photos to the account as we progress, or NFTs, there'll be, so I'm basically, as we go here, I'm minting these photos as NFTs that get posted to the account so you guys can view them, and then eventually, as the season ends, most likely I'll just list them for sale for like 1 ADA, and you can collect them. So, but yeah, it's August 20th right now, Sunday, basically 5 p.m. exactly. Hot as hell. I may go out, do some episode 3 stuff. We'll see here, but definitely gonna hit one more shoot for sure. One more shoot for sure before August ends. I almost got a tongue twister there. Sorry. Before August ends here, I'll get some more photos, and then we'll be into September. I'm thinking the leaves are gonna honestly change pretty early this year. It's just been so fucking hot. So yeah, and then you guys can definitely get to see some of the classic Midwest fall foliage. So excited for that, definitely. But yeah, take it easy, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.